Hey guys, welcome back to a trading video. It is 10:10 a.m. right now. I got out of my trade for the day, entered here on the somewhat of a double top, if you're including the pre-market moves here, which it did kind of reject this 3100 level. I got it at this candle, already anticipating this divergence, and then it slowly played out. I took my first profit at this candlestick here. Should have took it here on the impulse move, but I had a price target of 355 that I wanted to see it meet. So then I didn't sell out. I wanted to hold. My stop loss was this orange 50 EMA. Thus, when it pierced it right here, I sold. Still taking a profit, but then just for it to come back down to this 360 level, just a few dollars away from my target. So close. I should have just taken profit here, but I kind of anticipated still moving down for the rest of the day. But I just wanted to be done before 10:30. But kind of my reason for trading Amazon, as well as also watching Mercado Libre, which is if you don't know, it's like a Latin American Amazon slash eBay. So if you look here, we have Mercado Libre, and you can kind of choose which country you're shopping from. So if we went to Venezuela, and then it's got their currency and all the items available. But you can already see from here, it does operate mainly Latin America. Um, and obviously, we had the inflation report today. It gave us 8.5% inflation year over year. So it was kind of funny because we were already anticipating a bad inflation read. So they did give us that 8.5, which they were like, okay, well, highest in like 40 years or something. But then they did have the expectations at 8.6. So it's like, oh, hey, we do have bad news. We do have all-time new highs for inflation, but on the downside, it is 0.1% lower than we expected. So then the market kind of had this rally when that news came out. So that was kind of odd. It's kind of useless, but I think it was just a technical bounce. Um, but yeah, you can see that we have that 8.5%, and we're gonna have people who are gonna stop spending so much money, stop putting everything on their cards, or slow down. Sorry, not stop, but be more thoughtful with their purchases, considering everything is going up from mortgages to credit card rates, loans, anything like that, and also just keeping more in their savings for a rainy day. And then you can kind of see places like Cuba, Dominican Republic, Venezuela, Colombia, Peru, Brazil, Argentina, Chile. We have all these other bad inflation reads too. Um, and geographically, they are closer to us, so we kind of want to make some relations to that. Mercado Libre, again, like I said, they operate in all these Latin American countries. They're going to be seeing the same type of impact then, where we're going to be seeing less spending. And on top of that, we have to think about the bigger picture. Logistically, if oil is still continuing up, Amazon's probably going to get hit with all those costs from a logistical standpoint. They have their planes, they have their cargo. If you look at logistics companies such as FedEx and UPS, we have this big drop off, and also UPS. We also had this large drop off, um, which I actually tried to catch right here at this support. Ended up burning me a little bit. I got stopped out at like 195, catching a falling knife here because my anticipation was UPS, FedEx. They're all pretty defensive. You're not gonna get anything bad, but the truth is higher operating costs, including maintenance, and whether it be high gas costs and all that operating costs, and then the slowdown of demand. So we have like less people ordering. If we have less people ordering all our packages from UPS and FedEx, less people ordering things for Etsy. It's also kind of a slower part of the year, anyways. It's not Christmas. It's getting close to summer. There's not that much purchasing going on, so all of that is going to show with less less packages being shipped around the world, but also they still have to make their runs, so thus they still have to bring their ships around. It's kind of like thinking about, they still have to operate regardless of how many packages they get, because 5 day shipping is 5 day shipping. They still got to get it there on time. But whereas one trip they were probably getting, let's say they were filling up their capacity 100%, they might be seeing, like a 80% capacity or something, just if consumers demand drops for goods and stuff and shipping around the world. So all of that stuff is it's always going to be related, and you got to kind of just piece together what you think might be reflected in the market and how certain sectors are going to perform. But that was our move there. Amazon again. We actually had a $342 day. My next move, so I'm going to take these off then, don't need these. But you can kind of see how it came up, tested this 200 SMA, and now it's going to probably consolidate around here for the next day. Buyers are going to try to pick it back up, sellers are going to try to bring it back down. But my next move is, I'm assuming it's going to range bound within this 3,100, 3,200, and $2,900 range, at least for a while. You can kind of see that it's kind of done that with like a second deviation of, let's say, like, another $150 out of the price range I have set. But that's kind of my play for the month. I'm gonna watch these discretionary items like shopping, retail, stuff like that, as people are kind of saving more. Here is my P&L right here for you guys, 346. If I had locked it in when implied volatility and demand was really pushing, I saw 700 when it was down here, peaked down here, but I didn't want to sell out, and then I ended up taking up here. So everybody was selling out of their contracts. But I'm gonna come back a little later for closing bell, and I kind of have an idea that I want to see it between 360, 325. With all that being said, thank you guys for listening, and I'll catch you guys later.